How to shape men's eyebrow to make it look perfect like that. So you don't want to look like your grandmother. So if you want to have your eyebrow shape the right way and still look like a man, keep watching and welcome to my channel. This is Ruben here. So as you can see, I did one side already of my eyebrow. I hope you can see all the detail. It's not very arch. It goes softly arch, but not too much, because you don't want to look like your grandmother. And guys, waxing your eyebrow like too much and like half of the eyebrow, that look ridiculous. Or when they go too crazy and you look like your grandmother, no. You still have to look like a man. And so when you overdo it, it's not a good thing. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So this side, as you can see, is done already. It's nice and groomed. Of course, the first thing that you do is you want to trim your eyebrow. You don't want to have it long enough that you can braid it. So with a comb and the tiny little scissors, just, you don't have to cut it way too short, but you want to cut all those long eyebrow. Find the way that you feel more comfortable doing it. So try not to overdo it. So the comb will serve as a guide, so as a shield, so you don't do it too much. What you want to cut is all the pieces that comes out, and sometimes, actually most of the time, most of them they escape, so you have to do it a few times until you actually grab them all and you don't have no more long hair. So here we go. So you have to come upwards and downwards in both ways until you get all the eyebrow. You can also use that little comb that sometimes come in the eyebrow kit, like a tiny little comb. I like to use the big comb because I don't want it too short. So once you have them all nicely cut, sometimes you have to go over by hand. Anyway, once you have them cut, you can brush them out. And then what you're going to do is you're gonna follow a soft arch, not to arch. You are a guy, not a girl, not a drag queen, so you don't want it too arch. So you go here straight until the side of your iris, the iris, I don't know, whatever it is. And then you're softly gonna go down. You're practically following your natural eyebrow. You don't want to do something too different from your eyebrow, because then you will look ridiculous and who knows what else is gonna happen. And you're gonna also shape it on the top. Practically just clean it up so your eyebrow looks good. As you can see, I have some hair already growing in there. And of course, don't forget the middle part. Unless you go for the Frida Kahlo look, which no, not for me. Unless you go for that, you want to clean it in there too. So one thing I like to do is I use this a lot for the face. The tucks, the little pads. This is the portable one. They practically is a pad with witch hazel. So you can use witch hazel on a piece of cotton too. This take, it comes down the skin and take some of the redness out. And in my case, I have like a little bit oily lid, and in that area, even my face is mostly dry. So you don't want it to be, if you have oily skin in there, you don't want it to be too oily. So you want to kind of clean it up good before you start twisting, so you can actually grab the hair. Because if it's oily, you're not gonna grab it good. So always do the most uncomfortable side first. Like in my case, I'm right-handed, so the left side, I do it first. Because if anything, I try to match this one, it would be easier in that way. So always extend the skin, grab the hair and pull. Start with all the one that far away from the shape of the eyebrow. If you don't grab in one side, twist it in the other side until you find the comfortable side to grab it. It's no right or wrong, you just have to play with it and clean it up good. I don't like to do waxing because it keeps growing the same. When you twist, eventually that unwanted hair stop growing, or most of them, so it becomes less and less. And when you twist, also you grab it really, roots and all. When you wax, not all of them come from the roots. So in 1 week you already have your hair growing like crazy back on. I find that it lasts a lot longer when you twist, and don't over twist. A few very fine hair around is fine. You're a guy, not a girl, so you're not putting on eye makeup. You don't have to worry about that. So the very tiny one that you cannot grab, don't worry about those. Now when you go close to the eyebrow, just be very careful. Take your time for that. Make sure you have a good lighting so you know what you're doing. So you can see already looks nice and clean. I see one more hair there. So be very careful because it's very easy to go out of control and not trying to form an arch. Men don't have big arches unless you all have a mad face. Or you are the Mad Hatter. Then you clean it up on the top. Here, sometimes you form like a point, just break it down a little and take some of that hair out. It pinches a little, but come on, you can take the pain. It's not a big deal. So, like I said, you don't have to overdo it. And it doesn't have to be a very fine point. And how you know where to end the eyebrow? This is a good way. Not from the corner in there. Like 1/8 of an inch away from the corner of your eye. You put in the comb, and you know it can be shorter than that. You don't want to cut it in there. That no good. That way. Oh. That way. Like everybody have a different type of eyebrow. If your eyebrow doesn't go that long, there's a different story. So you have to go with your shape, the shape that you have. But don't, like, I see a lot of guys, when they wax, they look like only half of the eyebrow. That looks just ridiculous. That looks very bad. Or sometimes they carve too much the eyebrow. They look like the grandmother. That's not good at all. That's not masculine looking at all. I mean, if you're a drag queen or you like that shape, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to look masculine, no. And of course, I like you go over with the pad again. This will help with the redness and the inflammation of the skin. And that's it. You can stop at this point. You don't have to do it, but sometimes some of the guys, I have some of the friends that had that problem too, have like little gaps and things. You can easily correct that. And guys, even if you have black hair, never use a black pencil. No. If you have black hair like me, you use like a medium brown, ash brown, not with a red undertone. Ash medium brown. That's dark enough. What you want to create is the illusion of a shadow in between the hair. You don't really want to make a severe line. So you kind of fill that. Start always in the middle, never start in the end. And then without recharging it, just run it a little towards the end, just lightly. You don't want to make it too obvious. You just want to kind of create a little bit of fullness and evenness. Just like so. See? So nobody say, oh, what, you have eyebrow pencil? No, you don't want to be too obvious. You want to be very discreet. Unless if you want to be obvious, that's fine. You can be as obvious as you want. But not in my case. So you see, the eyebrow is already shaped. It looks natural looking. It looks masculine looking. Unless you want something else. But this is for guys. It doesn't matter what's your sexual preference, because it's nothing to do with that. If you like the masculine look, the natural look, this is what you go for. It looks groomed. It looks clean. And boom. I hope you like it. If you have any question, just put it in the comment below. I'm gonna try to find somebody with problems. I think I have a couple of friends that I will do a video with them to show you how to task those problems and how to fix it. So I hope you like it. Please subscribe. I'm new in this channel, so share. That will help my channel, and keep watching. So make sure you come back. I'm gonna start uploading a lot of videos about beauty, about health in this channel. Not just for guys, but also for girls, for everybody, or somewhere in between, or an alien, whatever you want to call yourself, for everybody. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye.